So Ella's taken a nap, so I'm going to make the most of this time that I have and get out and do a little bit of gardening. It's not as sunny as it was last week, it's quite cloudy, but yeah, it's still great weather to be out in the garden. It's nice and fresh. So I've got a couple of bits that I want to do today. Let me show you. B&Q, and I got some landscape bark. This is what I like to mulch with, and then there were some clearance plants, although I don't think B&Q has a great price for clearance plants at all. This was originally £3 and I got it for £1. Ordinarily I wouldn't have picked this up, but this is a really unusual plant. I have many of these, but not like this. I think it's really pretty, so I thought, yeah, it's worth it for me. The reason we went there is because Danny needed some breeze blocks and some sand because the damage of the house is a joke. Let me show you. So you can see the holes and the cracks that just come all the way down. And again, I did explain last week that this was because of the structural damage to the house. Danny has been bricking bits up as he comes to them, but look up there, there's just so many holes, and also down there as well, and there. It's a right old state, this house. When you think I paid £1 for this plant in Morrison's, do you know what I mean? And that's full price. When Morrison's do sell plants, they're pennies. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to put these in first. I know exactly where I want them. So I have 2 of these either side of my door. These were cream and I sprayed them black. Unfortunately, they haven't held up. But yeah, never mind. I'm going to have, I think, 1 in there. This is really pretty and it's already budding. This actually, I got these for 13p. I got 2 of them and they have not stopped pushing out flowers, even throughout, like, there was snow on top of the flowers. They just push and push and push new flowers. They're just a plant that just keeps on giving, I tell you. I have some purple lace fern in here. That is, when I was digging, I just about found it. So I've had to put them on the other side, and they'll be up in no time. So I'm just going to water this in. This is such a funny little plant. After the flowers drop off, they start to twist round on themselves, and then they curl all the way back down to the base, like this one. Do you see that one there? And that is what creates like the bulbs, or they're not called bulbs, they're called something else. And that's what will create a new plant. So you just let that go all the way back, and then it will go hard, and then you can plant that and you'll get a new plant. So I'm just going to let these curl back. It's curling over that one there. Around my pond I have these gaps between the stones, so I need to pick up, or I rather would like to pick up, more of these rockery plants and then put them between the gaps so they spill over and it looks a bit more softer. I do have some succulents. This is the only plant I have in my rocks. I don't 100% like the look of that. I like it when they're little, I think they're really cute, but the big ones, they look a little bit like cabbages to me. It's not the one. I like pretty things and not necessarily spiky things. So this has a beautiful pinky reddy flower, so I think that one would be really, really super pretty in here. Cool. I was just about to get my mulch down in the bits that are a bit sparse, and it's only starting to rain. That's me stamping my feet. So we're clear and it's on camera. How much do you want off?
That much.
That much? Wow. That's a lot. Big chop.
Big chop.
Well, that's quite the pile of hair. Do you feel lighter?
Yeah.
Cameron said it doesn't even look like it's been cut. So I've put my mulch down. I just wiped my hands off, but they're still grubby. A fresh layer of mulch looks so nice and so clean. It is a bit smelly. I do like to use the landscaping bark because it's a bit thicker and a bit bigger. It lasts longer because mulch does break down into the soil, which is good because it feeds your soil, but then also I don't want to be replacing it so often that it's costing me a fortune. So this is a really good balance between it looks nice, it keeps the weeds away, it will break down eventually and feed the soil, but mainly I want it to keep those weeds away. You may see Danny walking about. He's off. He just went and picked up our new front door. It's finally ready. So it takes so long to make a door. Like, he did the windows, the top two he's done, the bottom two he hasn't. We'll do them eventually, but the top two are done and fitted. So he doesn't know if he's working tomorrow or not. If he's not working, then he'll fit the door. If he is working, then it'll get fitted at a later date. I can hear him coming. Let's go look at my door. Oh, I can't see nothing.
Oh,
So Danny pulled a little bit off so I could just show you. The inside of it is white. You can't really see, but the other side's grey. And he just informed me that he is working tomorrow, so this won't get done for a little while yet. So it can just sit here in the rack. I don't use much just to like top it off. So I just buy one new bag every season. You'll see just there's a gap. Danny wants to increase the concrete that's around the post because he's saying where the concrete ends and then the mud sitting there, that's where they're breaking and need replacing. So I've created like a little valley there. So once he gets that job done, then I can push the mulch back to that, if you know what I mean. But it looks so nice and clean and sort of refreshed. So I've got loads of mulch and I'm going to just top off my other beds as well. So we popped to Poundland yesterday because I ran out of washing up liquid and definitely need that with bottles. So while I was there, I picked some other bits up. So I did pick up some packed lunch stuff because the kids go back to school Monday. Yay! So I need to get all that stuff together. And then I saw they had Mother's Day bits in. So I picked up my mum a couple of bits. I got her a really pretty card. Oh, I did my nails. A bit of pop of colour, you know. And then I got her this, which I thought was really, really pretty. For £1. The little roses, it's so sweet. And then I got her some chocolates. I'll see if I can't find some other bits to sort of make a hamper. I like to do that for her because the thing is with my mum, she has absolutely everything, so you know, just a few treaty bits is what I would like anyway. And then their Easter stuff is out, so I was having a look at the things I can put in the boys' Easter basket. Got them some chocolate eggs. They love chocolate orange. And then they had these in there. These were actually £2. I didn't get Cameron one because Cameron, he wants the sweets, but he doesn't want the basket, if you know what I mean. He doesn't want the toys, he just wants the tasty things. So I got one for Ollie and one for Liam. Radox, oh my gosh. All me back, Danny, eh? All me back. Danny saw these in there, these little lights. I've not seen these ones before where they have the black, what was that bit called?
lampshade.
Yeah, it's like a little lampshade. I really like them. So I got 2 of them for the garden. This was part of their Mother's Day collection, but I thought I'm going to put it away with my Valentine stuff. Another thing that actually come through the post for my Valentine stuff, look how battered this is. I ordered these hearts ages ago and they've only just come. I have a tree that last year for Halloween I put little Nightmare Before Christmas figures on, so I thought it'd be nice to have that for Easter and then also Valentine, so next year. So I'm going to put that away with that vase. I did get some more of the little crystals that I want to create those hearts and make them all blingy, although it's becoming quite a mess really. I think I'm using the wrong glue. I'm using Gorilla Glue and you can see the glue through the crystals, so it's not looking really nice. So I think I need to do some research and figure out what kind of glue would be best to do the rhinestones in. I did get these little clips that you put in your hair, so I was thinking it would be nice to have like a plait and then have these in my hair, because someone pulls my hair all the time. Someone's jealous because she needs to grow her own hair. Yeah, you do. She's smiling at me. So I've got my hair in like an old banana clip because I just need to keep my hair away from her. Oh, and it was so funny this morning. We were snuggling in bed and she was like getting her little hand and then she was going across the pillow and then she found Danny's beard and she was like tugging on Danny's beard. Yeah. Yeah. And then these were in Poundland as well. For £1 we picked up 2 of them. It's a dice game. So yeah, be fun to play. I think that's pretty much it. The other thing that I wanted to share was Danny done the DNA thing. You come in? Come then. Come say hello.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. Oh, she's such a big girl. She's such a big girl.
Danny done the DNA thing. I got him it for, well, kind of like for his birthday, but I got it in the sales after Christmas. They had a sale one. So he done his DNA. And we thought Danny was like, well, we knew he had Scottish heritage because your dad used to talk all the time about being Scottish, didn't he?
Yeah, granddad was Scottish.
Yeah, and they moved down for work. And then we thought the other half would be German because Danny was born in Germany and stuff. So, and then when we got the results back, we were like, oh my gosh. So, do you want to show the screenshot? Hilarious. Do you want to actually take her?
Yeah, yeah.
Go, Daddy. So 27% Scottish, 15% Irish, German 15%, that's it. We were so shocked. 14% Russian, 7% Swedish, 7% Welsh, Norway 6%, English 6%,
Wow.
and then Baltics 3%.
Oh, girl.
And I don't even know what's Baltics. Never heard of it.
It's on there. It's South Europe,
South Europe.
I think.
What a mix. What a mix.
I know. Only 6% English.
Yeah, only
amazing.
6% English. And then, because when I done mine, I was like, I think I'm half Irish and half English. Yep, I'm half Irish and half English. It was that boring. But yours is a right old mixed bag. So we've been trying to do Danny's family tree and stuff. But you don't know much about like his family. But I said it'd be good for, especially Ella, because I think girls are more into their family trees than boys are. The boys aren't really interested, but I think as Ella gets older, she's going to want to know where she comes from. So I think it's good to do that, to then tell her, you're a right old mixed bag. Yeah, you are.
Especially when you mix it up between me and you.
Yeah, because I'm 52% Irish, so with my 52% Irish and then with your Irish, that really, you take my Irish down, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway. It's a glorious day out, so as soon as Ella has a little nap, I'm going to go and cut my roses back. Ella's slowly drifting to sleep. That's my cue that I can soon go out and garden. Oh, those eyes are heavy. So I always leave my roses in the end of the season to just dry up as they are. I never fuss with them. And then this time of year, when I can see they're ready for a cut, see all this new growth that's pushing out, all these beautiful red leaves. That's my clue. That's what I take as a sign of it's ready. And I cut these way back, like really low, and they get taller than this fence, which is, 6 foot every year. If you look in, you can see how congested they are, how this has crossed. And if you look, it actually damages the plant because in the wind they rub together, which causes that damage. So anything that's crossing needs to go. You want to have it as open in the middle as possible, and that will allow the air to flow through. That stops it from becoming diseased and all things like that. So yeah, I'm going to cut them to about here. I think you can see here where I cut them last year. It was about this height. And as long as you cut to a node or where it swells, so if you look here, it's got a bump here, that's a swell. That's a clue that it would push growth from here. It would push growth from here, it would push growth from here. This one I'm going to cut to here because there's something there. I'm going to get rid of all this. So what a big chop. But don't worry, these roses, they can take it. And by the end of the season, they're going to be way back up there again. As you can see on the fence, there's like marks. That's where in the wind they blow against the fence. Yeah, if you notice that I didn't wear gloves, I mean, I probably should. But this rose, this is a blue moon rose. It's bred to not really have spikes. You know, nowadays plants aren't a natural thing. They are made by humans to have certain characteristics, and they're bred to be. So you can see a spike there. There's the odd spike, but really there's not many at all. So I'm pretty safe. Plus I was using these long handled cutters, these choppers, so it's nice clean cut. I really like Wilko's cutters. They're so cheap and so effective. So this sort of helped me not getting all scratched up and stuff like that. So yeah, if I show you a cut, just to explain what I did, if you can see there's some growth pushing there, if you can see that right there. So I cut just above it at an angle so that any rainwater will go away from the centre of the plant, and that will help with any root rot and stuff like that. So yeah, they're looking good. I need to sort this border out, clean up this bed. The slate chippings look amazing. I really like the look. It looks really nice and clean, and it does stop the weeds apart from the ones that grow through the fence. But the disadvantage to it, any of the leaves or things that drop onto it just sit on top. It doesn't break down. Whereas when you've got the mulch, anything that you clip off the plant, as long as they're not diseased or anything like that, it's just adds to the mulch, so it's no problem. Whereas this doesn't have that advantage. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a tidy up. I have 2 buckets, one that has got all the things that can go in the compost, the old leaves and things like that, and then one for all the other random things that were in this border and stones that shouldn't have been in there. So it's looking so much nicer. Progress, not perfection. I actually think I'm going to take some cuttings of this little Hebe, because I've got quite a big space from that one to that one, and really I want this to just be solid of that plant because it's nice and low. And with roses, the bottom part of them is not the attractive part, so that's the bit that I don't really want to see. So I think if the Hebes just cover that bit. I used to have lavender in here, but it got so leggy, so I thought I'd give this a try, and I actually really like it. Take a cutting of this. I'm going to take one of the side shoots. This is exactly how I take a cutting when I'm doing lavender as well. So you see that side shoot there, that little one there? I'm just going to pull that down off the main shoot. One-handed, I'm going to try it. There you go. And then I'm going to take the bottom leaves off just so the top ones are there, and put this into my little nursery. So where I pulled this offshoot off of that main plant, you can see where it just, I don't know what that's called, but it just has got a little tip to it. So I took all the leaves off. I'm just going to leave a few leaves at the top so that they can soak in the sun, but not enough that it's going to cause, you know, the plant to want to keep those leaves going. It wants to concentrate on producing a root. So yeah, that's a good example of what I'm trying to get.
Yep, she's on me.
Aww, Pixie's joining in with the slumber party as well. Hey Pix, are you joining in too? She's proper laying on you, isn't she?
Yeah.
I've got Ella laying on me and you've got Pixie laying on you. And then them two just under the covers. So we've got my duvet and then their duvets on top of us. And what we watching?
Real Still.
Real Still, we like this. It's a good film. Aren't we, Ella? Yes.
It's a boxing film. I like boxing.
That dog.
This bag of mulch is so heavy, and I've used about half a bag, so I managed to pick it up and put it on this like trolley thing, because it's just too heavy to lift this back and push it around. I'm going to put some on the top of my plant pots so that the weeds don't come up, and then the rest I'm going to take to the front and do those flower beds there. So I'm just coming on to end the vlog. I'm busy with the whole getting ready for back to school, getting all the packed lunch stuff out and ready, getting the uniforms ready. Probably should have done it sooner, but all their uniforms fit them, thank goodness. I hope any of you that have got children that are going back, you know, I hope they all find the transition easy and it's nice and safe for them. It's kind of that bittersweet feeling, isn't it, them going back to school. I kind of feel like it's time. Ollie needs to go back. He needs to be with his friends, and it's good for his mental health to be back at school, but we're also in our little safe bubble, and it's nice to have him home. It's going to be nice to have some time with just me and Ella, because I feel like with Ollie being home and homeschooling him and then having a little baby, neither of them are getting the full attention they deserve. Do you know what I mean? So, but what we're going to do, yeah, Cameron is back Monday as well. He had to have a test, a COVID test, a couple of days ago, and he has to have a test every 2 weeks just to make sure he's clear and they can keep on top of, you know, any cases that come up. Liam goes back, well, he goes back Tuesday for a test, and then if his test is clear, then he starts school on Wednesday. So he's going to be home for a couple more days. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.